AI Business Brief for August 22, 2026. Zapier dominates small business automation with 9,000 plus app connections and built-in AI steps. Yelp integrated reservations directly into ChatGPT, letting users book tables without leaving the chat. NVIDIA research showed that AI agent harnesses, the wrapper software around models, matter more than the models themselves for long-horizon tasks. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. Next section, lead story. The AI harness just became more important than the model itself. NVIDIA published research this week showing that Claude Opus 5 achieved a 100% score on the RKGI3 benchmark, a set of 2D reasoning games, simply by using a better harness, the software wrapper that handles memory, tools, and rules around an AI model. Without the custom harness, Opus 5 scored only 30%. The key innovation: a supervisor component that acts like a CEO, nudging the agent back on track when it wanders off course. This matters for small businesses because most AI tools you use, Claude Code, Codex, Hermes, rely on single-layer harnesses. The gap between what your AI can do and what it actually does for you isn't about the model, it's about the scaffolding around it. If you're evaluating AI tools, stop obsessing over which model powers them. Ask instead, what does the harness do? Does it handle memory well? Does it have safeguards? The best model with a weak harness will lose to a decent model with smart infrastructure every time. Read more. Next section, tools and launches. Yelp reservations are now baked into ChatGPT. Users can discover restaurants through ChatGPT's recommendations, see Yelp reviews and photos, and book tables or join waitlists, all without leaving the chat interface. For restaurants using Yelp's Guest Manager, this expands your reach to ChatGPT's user base at the exact moment people are deciding where to eat. The catch: only 15% of users say they trust AI-driven recommendations, a lot, so your Yelp profile quality still matters. Keep reviews fresh, photos current, and menu details accurate. Read more. Google Gemini Gems let you build custom AI assistants in minutes. Think of them as ChatGPT's custom GPTs for the Google ecosystem. You can program a gem with specific instructions, like your brand voice or target audience, and upload knowledge files, style guides, product specs that it references in every response. Free to create with a Google account. Use case: create a marketing expert gem loaded with your brand guidelines and buyer personas so you never have to repeat baseline context. The time savings add up fast. Read more. Zapier remains the automation backbone for small businesses. With 9,000 plus app connections and built-in AI steps for drafting, classifying, and enriching data mid-workflow, it's the connective tissue that ties your tech stack together. Free plan supports two-step workflows. Paid plans scale to enterprise-grade automation. If you're running separate tools for project management, CRM, customer relationship management, marketing, accounting, and payroll, Zapier is the layer that makes them talk to each other without manual copy-paste work. Alternatives exist: N8N for self-hosted, Make for visual no-code, but Zapier's catalog depth and reliability make it the default choice. Read more. Next section, Business Playbook. Small business advertising doesn't require a big budget. Free Google Business Profile Optimization, Google Ads credits for new users, $500 free when you spend $500, and hyperlocal tactics like community events or pub flyers still work. One SEO consultant's client gets brand visibility from hosting free music events, old-school relationship building that costs almost nothing. Before dropping $5K on Facebook ads, test these low-cost channels first. Track which ones drive in-person visits or website conversions, then double down. Read more. AI visibility monitoring is the new SEO. Peak AI and its alternatives, Right Sonic Geo, Profound, Otterly AI, track how often your brand appears in AI-generated answers from ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI Overviews, Gemini, and Copilot. Traditional rank tracking measures where your page sits on Google SERP. AI visibility tracking measures whether AI systems cite your brand in synthesized answers and how favorably. Buyers aren't Googling like they used to, they're asking ChatGPT which CRM to evaluate. If your brand doesn't show up in those answers, you're invisible. Monitor it, then act. Close citation gaps, optimize content for AI search, connect visibility data to your CRM. Read more. Next section, Industry Moves. Meta faces a $1 trillion penalty in social media addiction trial. 42 U.S. states are suing Meta over addictive design features on Instagram and Facebook. Infinite scrolling, auto-playing videos, disappearing stories, beauty filters, algorithm-dominated feeds. California's deputy AG says Meta is choosing profit over safety. If Meta loses, the court could force removal of these features, and similar lawsuits against YouTube and Snap are pending. One analyst called this potentially the end of social media as we know it. For small businesses relying on Instagram or Facebook for customer acquisition, watch this closely. If platforms lose addictive features, your organic reach and ad performance could shift overnight. Read more. DOJ is investigating Andreessen Horowitz over board conflicts. The firm has partners sitting on boards of companies that now compete with each other, Databricks and Fivetran. The DOJ is dusting off a 112-year-old antitrust law rarely used against VCs. For small business owners, this is mostly industry gossip, but it signals that regulators are paying closer attention to AI and tech deals. If you're raising capital or negotiating partnerships, expect more scrutiny around conflicts of interest. Read more. NVIDIA is investing hundreds of millions in data center infrastructure. The chipmaker partnered with Cloverleaf Infrastructure, a middleman between utility companies and data centers, and invested $1.5 billion into an open, AI-linked Ohio data center project. NVIDIA is using its profits to keep the AI build-out spinning, which means more AI compute capacity, lower inference costs, and better tools for businesses over time. For SMB, this translates to AI tools will get faster and cheaper. Plan your automation roadmap accordingly. Read more. Next section, quick wins. Build a native UI for your next throwaway CLI tool. Coding agents, like Claude Code or Cursor, have reduced the cost of spinning up a usable GUI to almost nothing. If you're building internal tools or prototypes, stop defaulting to command-line interfaces. A basic Mac OS taskbar app or Windows Tray app takes minutes to scaffold with AI assistance, and the usability boost is enormous. Thomas Tasic. If you haven't tried your hand at turning one of your 500 throwaway CLIs into a native app, you're doing yourself a disservice. Read more. Next section, Outlook. The AI infrastructure layer is heating up. NVIDIA's Harness Research, OpenRouter's LLM, or large language model, routing updates, and Yelp's ChatGPT integration all point to the same trend. The tooling around models matters more than the models themselves. For small businesses, this means the ROI, return on investment, of AI adoption depends less on which chatbot you pick and more on how well it integrates with your existing workflows. If you're evaluating AI tools this week, prioritize integration depth, memory handling, and whether the vendor maintains updates when upstream APIs change. The model will improve on its own. The harness won't. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay smart, stay ahead.